Evoke by Craig Petty. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Evoke by Craig Petty, and we're going to be talking through a bit what it's like and what you get in the box. So first of all, what do you get? You get this cool packaging, very Murphy's Magic styling at the moment. You get that inside in the drawer, you get the deck, and then also you get the instructions link in there as well. So inside the box, you get this cool box. So it's inspirational cards. They look sort of like the sort of things you'd get in maybe a new age shop or some sort of like an Eason's or something like that, bookshop, stationery store. You can see those sort of things there as maybe a gift for people. The box kind of opens up nicely. It kind of flips out like this. You take the cards out, which is quite nice so that it all works. You can patch them up, carry them around like this. So this is what you get in the box. You just get the cards. There's 26 of them. You can go through them all, see them all there. So if we have a look at the actual cards themselves, you get a couple of gimmick cards with it as well, but these are the main ones here. So the artwork and stuff is really cool. You can see everything there. That's one of the cards. So you get everything fully done through. I've seen Craig talk about these, so I think it's pretty fair to say like they are marked out. The marks are super easy to spot. If you want to learn more about that, you can go with some of the videos Craig's done on his own channel, Magic TV and that sort of stuff, and really get a sense exactly how these work. So this is what you get. This is the card. So now let's move on to the instructions and see what they're like. This is a Craig Petty tutorial, so obviously they're going to be a lot of it. This is like about 9 hours of tutorial, but to get the basic handling and how to use these, you can do very quickly in about 10 minutes. You'll have an understanding of how it works and be able to do it and go out and just have someone pick one, be able to tell them what it is and some of the other little nuances like the book testy type thing that's in there and the color. So you can see some of these are black and white, some of these are color, so you can tell them apart as well. So you can do all that pretty quickly. So just going through the instructions, they're broken down into different sections. Some of them are around an hour long. So when we went through, there's 9 videos, and there's a quick introduction stuff, just understanding it, and then it's really open to sort of the Peter Turner section. So there's 2 hours of Peter Turner that was filmed, and there's incredible routines there on how to use it. And one of my other highlights was the section with Ian Rowland, which I was about using it with some cold reading, some nice little routines, a 3 card routine that's really nice. So all that's there. And then Craig goes through himself how he does it. And he's loads of routines, even like emotion and any number type stuff. So there's so much there, but you don't need to watch all of it. You can kind of pick and choose. And also you could also like speed up the instructions if you wanted to like 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed, just try and get the information in if you want. But I enjoyed it. I broke it up over a few days, watched the basics, went out, tried it, and then started looking at the routines as I went through. So that's what you can do. Murphy's Magic quality, so you know the instruction is going to be good. And I like that way it was broken up as well into like hour, 50 minutes to an hour chunks. So that was great. So no complaints. The instructions can be quite long, but then again, to use these, you don't need to get all of it. So that's what I think of the Evoke instructions. So now we're going to move on to whether or not I think this is difficult. So whether this is difficult can be up to basically maybe some of the routines you do with it, but I'm just going to talk about the basic handling. It's not difficult at all. The markings are incredibly easy to read once you adjust and get the understanding of them. For me, I have really bad eyesight. I have keratoconus in my eyes, so most marks I can't see. But with these, I can see them from a distance. Like if I'm looking here, I can still see what I see here. I can see everything. I'm quite happy. So I can see those markings from a distance, while usually I'd have to be here for markings. So these are really clear. It's Phil Smith, so you know they're going to be good. The routines, if you just want to have someone pick one, tell them what it is, do all the basic routines, that's fine. Even the things that are more complicated, if you're anyway like have performed with cards or that sort of stuff, that'll all fly by. If you're a complete beginner, you have to learn some of the card stuff that everybody learns, but most of them are actually pretty self-working and that sort of stuff. So it's really not difficult. Anyone can pick this up, and it's a tool. So it's really how you use it that will determine this. But for me, it's very simple. For the frequently asked question for this, well, the way I see it is, when you're looking at these cards, the question I see up a lot is, are the marks maybe too obvious to see because people talk about how easy they are? And if I was looking at this, they're not. I've handed these out to people. Nobody's noticed anything with them. They all look the same when you're looking at them. It's just lines. It's like stained glass design. They're perfect. And also the other sort of thing doing it is that, do you have to really be like a mentalist to get these? Is not a question I've seen people asking. And I think you can just do magic with these as well if you want to. It's like anything, just maybe a bit of variety from the playing cards. You can take it in a different direction, but you don't need to go into the super serious mentalism with it. Craig himself, as he says himself, isn't the massive mentalist. He's getting more into it, but he does a lot of visual magic. So you can do things like this that are quite visual and those sort of things. Of even color changes, of talking about how you can change your mood from being negative to being in a positive mindset and all that sort of stuff. So there's so many things you can do with these that can be proper magic, and you don't need to go into dark, serious, cold reading routines. So they're the frequently asked questions. If you've any more, just comment down below and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. So now we're going to move on to anything that I didn't like about the project. So with Evoke, there's nothing really I don't like about it. It's a tool that I can use. I'm quite happy with everything. I think I like the box design. This is actually my second one. I did buy a second one of these at Blackpool because I've been using it so much, and I have my own ideas of how I could do this with some duplicates and that sort of stuff. The only thing that I think could be nice is a double backer. There's no double backer in there, and I think there could be some nice routines you could do if there was a double backer, but it's a small gripe. The overall project I absolutely love, and there's nothing else that I think would be against it, except maybe a double backer would be nice. So now I'm going to move on to the rating, and we'll see how it goes from there. For anyone who's watched my reviews before, I don't give a rating out of 10 or a percentage or anything like that. I talk about how I'm going to be using this. So for me, this is 100% in my working repertoire. It's already there. I've been using it. And it's also becoming part of my EDC. That's one of the reasons I got a second deck as well, is that I can put one of these in my Maverick and have it with me all the time, or in some of the carrying cases that people are offering out there as well. You can do that. And then also have one in my close-up case, so I know it's always there ready to go. So that's me. This is going to be one of my go-to routines. It's really high up there for me. It's something that is exactly up my alley, something that I'm going to be performing quite a lot. So if it is the sort of thing for you, then when you look at it and you're like, oh, I'd love to perform these types of routines, but I don't know if I can, you can with this. So it's all about up to you whether you want to, if you like it. It's like what it says on the tin, exactly those sort of phrases. So if you like what you see, it's going to be perfect for you and it'll go into you. For me, it's right in my working repertoire and part of my EDC. Not every day, but like when I'm going out somewhere, I'll have these with me. So those are the rating. That's my views on Evoke. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Let me know. And I'll try to get back to as many people as I can. Thanks so much for the support, and I'll see you again next time.